So there was actually some really interesting stuff in this episode. And I gotta say, overall, I was pleased with this episode, but I think I'm gonna be mad later on in this, this anime, simply because best girls seem to always finish second when it comes to being with the main character. Referring to guys in animes, and I don't want to say necessarily a harem specifically, because there's various animes that this happens in, and I'm glad they gave Claire and Hayato their episode. I'm glad they gave it to them, and maybe next week's episode is going to be somewhat leaning towards Claire more so than the other girls still, but I'm really glad that they did give them their episode. Now these characters, these two really just mesh well. I mean, let's be honest. If you're, no matter if you like Emilia, Sakura, or whatever, after seeing this episode, can you really seriously with a straight face come to me and say, hey, they shouldn't be together. They're not the best pairing. I mean, when you look at them, they go to well. So they just go together so well. It's proof's in the pudding, and there's just no other way. But outside of that, this episode pleased me in more ways than one, and everything had to deal with Claire. And I'm not being perverted. Okay, maybe I am. Now, we find out that Claire's mother is the reason Lisa is the way she is, and I thought that was really interesting. So basically, she picked a certain egg, and she injected it with savage DNA. So she was born a savage, which I know we're not gonna get this answer, but I really am interested to see, like, why does that change, or why is she so powerful because of that? I mean, what's different? I mean, it's just savage DNA. What's so special about being born a savage? I mean, who cares if you grow up a savage or you're born a savage? So I'm kind of like, But we also find out that Claire, the reason why she fights is for her family, and the reason she is one of the head people at Little Garden is simply because so she can keep an eye on her brother, I believe it was. No, her mother. It's her mother. I think her mom's name's Judith, I'm pretty sure. But it really impressed me with her, Claire opening up and her character development, maybe per se. Opening up, yeah, that's the character development. But everything she told us, I wouldn't say that's development, because that's always been there. She just never wanted to share that. So I guess that would go along with, just her character development of opening up, and even with her teammates. Now that one crazy chick, and she's starting to get on my nerves. She's starting to get on my nerves, but whenever she says something mean to Hayato, and then Emilia's, kind of like, oh, Hayato, you're so awesome, and that girl gets worked up, I do laugh. I mean, I can't lie, I laugh. So, now, whenever the star scene, the romantic scene, that crazy girl comes up, and she's like, I think I saw a savage over by the lake, whatever, and then she's like, why don't you two go on a date after you defeat it? And God forbid there ended up being a savage there, like, what the hell? Like, are you serious? I didn't think it was a B1 period, but I should have saw it coming. Now, she's trying to get those two together, so Emilia will leave and just straight up shoots her down. And that girl's a piece of shit, because she's not even doing her job. She could have got the other killed because she's a fucking idiot. I mean, quite frankly, she's an idiot. Oh my god, her character pisses me off almost as much as Claudia's. The really dark tan girl with green hair, like, that girl's a bitch. She's so weak, but she acts so tough. She just got taken out by one hit from the hunters. Like, come on. One hit? It looked like the dude that was the blonde-haired guy. He looked like he had the absolute shit knocked out of him before he went down. I mean, given we only saw him take one hit, but he was all scratched up when we saw him for the first time. And but Hayato, Claire, that ship 100%. There's no reason to ship anybody else. They just go together so well. After seeing that episode, I mean, once again, I don't see how you could make a valid argument. Not saying the other girls don't go well with Hayato, but Claire, I mean, they're alike in so many ways. And Hayato even says it. He states it. I fight for the same reasons. If it wasn't for my sister, my family, I mean, same difference. Family, it's still family. And that's the same reason Claire's fighting. I probably wouldn't be doing this right now. I may have never even became, a slayer. So, and they're all fighting. So one day, everybody can look up at the stars in peace. I'll see you guys next time. This has been Hex Competitive, and as always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at Hex motherfucking 25. Oh, my damn mouse didn't click the freaking stop button. Well,